Hello and welcome to a session of FitEssentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. If you have a broomstick or a PVC, we're going to be utilizing that today. If you don't have access to a broomstick or a PVC, maybe you have one of the long bands. It's not as ideal, but we can make that work as well. And in the last part of our workout today, we're going to be utilizing a step stool or some stairs that you can practice stepping on and off. In the meantime, let's go ahead and come on up to standing. We'll start with our spinal cord breathing. All right, so you go ahead and just step your feet so they're right underneath the hips, soft bend in the knees, draw the abdomen in, and go ahead and circle the arms around. Gently exhale, palms together, forearms together, draw the belly button in, bring yourself into a little bowl, and then on your inhale, lift up, open the chest, squeeze your bum, support that low back as you gently look up towards the ceiling or sky. And that's our pattern. Exhale, curl it forward, palms and forearms come together. Tuck the arms into the chest, bowing down, and inhale, open when you're ready. Try to take nice, deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go 3 more times. Close it down. Open it up. Stand tall out of the hips. Continue to squeeze the bum. Twice more. Lift and open. And last one. Good. We'll go ahead and finish on the inhale this time. Divide the arms and just bring them down to the sides of your body. Good job. Walk the feet just a little bit wider. And from here, I'm going to try not to hit my chair. Reach the arms straight out in front. We're going to go into our side step. Opening up, close it down, open and close. Kind of like a stepping seal jack here. We're looking to open the front of the chest again. See how wide you can spread your fingers as you open it up. And palms are facing forward. Good. Couple more. Squeeze the shoulders back, close them down, squeeze them back, close them down, and rest. Good job. From here, just kind of shake your body side to side. So a little bop, moving through the shoulders, kind of shake out the arms. Fantastic. Next, I recommend finding something that you can balance against, or you can take a seat for a moment. We're going to warm up our ankles a little bit. So our ankle rolls. You want to practice your balance. You can steady on one side, lift everything up, pull the belly in, draw the shoulders back. You'll come onto one leg, balance as needed. And now let's circle this foot around, keeping the hips as level as you can. Very good. You can practice the balance with not holding on if you'd like. Good. Feel free if you want to break from that, set the foot down and then pick it back up when you're ready. And now we're going to circle the foot the other direction. Very good. Go ahead and place that foot down. Same thing on the other side. Lift everything up. If you're standing, draw it back. Lift the knee, lift the foot, and circle through here. Very good. Other way. I forgot to give you the chance to set it down. So if you need to, set it down, pick it back up, and finish it out there. Nice. All right, we're going to open up our hips next. So our stagger stance. So let's take your right foot forward, left foot back. We're going to start with the arms crossed over the shoulders. Good. And we do our hip shift here. So a back hip, push it forward, squeeze the glute. Now grab your left arm, back of the left arm, and rotate to your right. Gently grabbing that arm, rotating around, still squeezing the glute of that trail leg. Hold that rotated position for a couple of breaths. Come on out, and we're going to go same thing on the other side. Switch feet. Now the left foot's forward, right foot back, right hand grabs onto the back of the left arm. Hip shift first. And then rotate towards your left, looking over that left shoulder. Squeeze that bum of the back leg. Keep lifting up to that chest and hold here for 2 to 3 breaths. And unwind from there. Very good. We're going to go back to our first leg. So back to left foot stepping back. If it's hard for you to reach up to overhead, keep the arms over the shoulders. Otherwise, both arms are going to reach straight up. Lift up out of those hips, send that back hip forward. And now instead of rotating, you're going to bend to the side towards that front leg. So side bend, You can also do it with the arms on the shoulders or up to overhead. And let's go up and down a few times here. Back to neutral. Lift up out of those hips and take it over to the side. Fantastic. 3 more. Breathe in as you stand tall. Gently exhale as you reach the side. 2 more. Good. Still trying to squeeze the glute of that trail leg. Last one. And rest those arms down. Shake it out. Walk that back leg in and switching sides. Right foot steps back. Ribs pulled down and in as you raise those arms up or cross them back over the shoulders. Send that back hip forward and now side bending, laterally flex towards your left side. 5 times here. Breathe in as you come back to neutral and exhale as you drop it to the side. Your eyes should be looking straight ahead. So try not to rotate through the torso, just bend to the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more. Last one. And rest those arms down. Woo! Good job. Shake them out. Let's go ahead and kind of rotate through those elbows a little bit. Bring those arms up. Rotate through the elbows. Yep. If you feel awkward, it's okay. So do I. Just laugh. Moving our body different than we normally do. And then let's reverse directions. Rotate those elbows the other way. Fantastic. All righty. From here, let's go ahead and grab our first drink of water. Hopefully not for the day, but for the hour. And next, we're going to be working on some balance with our tandem stance. So that's the one where it feels like we're trying to stand on the tightrope. We're going to have 2 rounds of this exercise, twice on each leg. So we're going to start with your left foot forward. So imagine you're on the balance beam of the tightrope. Place your left foot in front. Take your right foot directly behind, toe to the heel. Pull your shoulders back. Lift on up. And here we go, looking straight ahead. Oh, keep it holding there. I need to readjust my clock. Very nice. Left foot forward, shoulders back. Chest up. Good job. 15 more seconds. Want a little bit more challenge? Take a moment to close those eyes, but just be ready. It's going to really challenge you. If your balance is a little off, keep them open. 2, 1. And step on out. In between legs, this round we're going to circle our hips. Let's go about 5 times one direction. Good. And then when you're ready, circle them the other way, about 5 times the other direction. Fantastic. And then from here, we're going to make our way back onto the tightrope. This time, you're going to place your right foot forward. So right foot in front, left foot behind. Draw the shoulders back, lift up through the chest, and here we go here. Pull the belly in, reaching out, good. Moose keeps moving my clock, keep holding there. Excuse me, Moose. Whoops, we're over halfway, 10 more seconds, looking straight ahead. Keep lifting the chest, draw the belly button in towards your spine, and 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. The last exercise of this circuit before we go back in for a second round is going to be our cross crawl patterns. So standing tall, you can keep your feet on the ground and just bow forward, reach into the opposite leg. Or if you want a little bit more challenge on the balance, you can lift the leg up, reach the hand across the body. We're going to go 30 seconds here. Good stability. Very nice. Keep it both legs down, reaching side to side, or standing nice and tall. Halfway through. One side of the body comes to the other side of the body. Very nice. Get about 1 more on each side. Over and up, and go ahead and rest. Awesome job. One more time through, back to our tandem stance. Left foot forward on that tightrope or balance beam. So when you're ready, you're going to place that left foot forward, right foot directly behind. Draw those shoulders back, pull the belly button in. See, I struggled too getting into position. And here we go. Eyes looking straight ahead. Awesome. I tend to arch back a little bit, so draw the ribs down and in. Keep those shoulders straight over top of the hips. We are halfway. Try to find a spot straight ahead to focus on. There you go, almost there. 2, 1, and rest. Step the legs out. Instead of hip circles this time, we're just gonna imagine that you're trying to kind of trace a figure 8 with your hips. So think about tracing it up and back, figure 8 through. Good, and then if you can imagine now we're gonna try to trace the figure 8 the opposite direction. Hips going one way, send them back. Very nice. And it's all right, maybe you don't feel like you're doing it right. We're just looking to move the hips in a little bit different variation than we do on a regular basis. Soften the knees and go ahead and rest there. All right, our final tandem stance, friends. This time your right foot in front. So step that right foot forward, step that left foot directly behind, and then just imagine those guide wires pulling everything up and in, shoulders back and down. Here we go, looking straight ahead. Long neck, front of the ribs draw back and down. Hi, Moose. Good job, we are over halfway. Keep drawing that chin in as well. Pulling straight up and in. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and come out of that. We're going to go back to that cross crawl. So you can do the same variation you did last time, or I'm going to change it up a little bit this time with our march and punch. So when you're ready, you're going to bring the hands up to the shoulders. You're coming to drive those knees up, and we're going to punch across the body. This is also a cross crawl as those arms reach across. Good balance as well as we pull up through that midline. Nice, Shirley, good. Elbows and hands are nice and high. That looks great. There you go, Laura. Yep, opposite leg comes up. See if you can time that exhale with your punch. So let's get one more each side. And rest. Fantastic. That's our first cycle all done. Go ahead and grab a drink of water. We'll get ready for this next circuit. Hi, Moose. Alrighty. He looks innocent now, but y'all didn't see him rip up the toilet paper roll earlier, huh, Moose? All right, we're gonna do a little bit of stretching before we jump into that next piece. So let's see what we're getting ready for. We're gonna do our toe touch first. So set the feet about hip width apart, soft bend in the knees, draw the belly in, chin to the chest, and as you're comfortable here, we're gonna slide down the legs, reaching down for the ankles. Couple of nice deep breaths into the back. Make sure you keep the knees bent, just a little soft bend in those knees. And when you're ready, you're gonna make our way back up to the top. Pull the shoulders back, standing nice and tall. All righty. If you brought that broomstick or that PVC, we're gonna utilize it next. If you have that softer band, we can utilize that as well, but the stick is easiest. All right. Now, if you don't have a broomstick, or if you don't really feel comfortable utilizing this, what we're gonna do is kind of warm up those shoulders a little bit, where you're gonna take a nice wide grip on your stick here, bring it up to overhead, make sure you don't arch, just bring it right up over top, and then bring it down in front. Long arms reaching straight out, pulling it up and back, kind of open the chest a little bit, and then down in front. Good, maybe one more. Reach it up and back, and down and relax. Good job. From here, if you're able to do so, you're gonna bring the stick behind the head so it rests on the back of the shoulders here. See if that's okay for you to hold that. Yep. And if you get into this position and you're saying, this doesn't work for me, set your broomstick down and hold your arms over your shoulders. Otherwise, with the hands behind the head, we're gonna stand with your left foot forward, right foot back, just like a little stagger stance here, similar to the stretches that we did earlier. From there, we're gonna have that soft bend in the knees, draw the belly in, and now we're gonna gently bow forward. It's not very far, just enough to feel a bit of a stretch in that front hamstring. And then standing tall. Draw the belly in, send the hips back, a little bit of a forward fold, trying to bend at the hips. Good. And up. So I feel the stretch a little bit in the hamstring on that front foot. Forward and up, maybe a couple more. Bend the hips back, looking down. As you bow forward, looking straight ahead at the top. Nice, Shirley. There you go, Laura. And down and up. And switch. Go ahead and bring the arms up to overhead. If you're holding on to a broomstick or anything, let's bring it down off the back of the head. Good job. And set it on the ground for a second. I'm going to change up the order. If anyone looked at the website beforehand, we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to practice our squats in between sides, kind of give those arms a break, but open up the hips a little bit more. So you can hold on to a chair or a wall if you're studying to squat without. Slight toe out, reach those arms out or hold on, send those hips back, drive your knees wide. Good, push through your feet, standing all the way up and reaching out, push those knees wide, sinking back. Excellent, good control. Few more. Knees push wide, sitting the hips back, stand straight up. Nice, good rhythm, ladies. Really key here when you're doing your squats, not to come off those heels. So you want your whole foot to stay planted on the ground and up from there. Good job. When you finish that last rep, we're gonna go back to that broomstick. Gonna bring it back up to overhead. And again, if you're like, man, that was really uncomfortable on my shoulders, if you felt like your neck was pushing forward, don't worry about the barbell or the stick, just cross the arms over the chest. Otherwise, now it's gonna be your right foot forward, left foot back, our stagger stance. We have that soft bend in the knees throughout, draw the belly in. And then when you're ready, that forward fold, send the hips back, forward fold, and stand. Good, it's like a bow, exactly. Long spine, hips push back and straight up, about 5 reps here. 3 more, tall chest, drawing those shoulders back. That broomstick helps to really open our chest and shoulders. Good, maybe 2 more here. Over, moving with control and up. Excellent, last one. Long spine, hips back and all the way up from there. Wonderful. Walk your feet back in, bring that bar down and forward. Awesome. All right, let's grab a drink. We're gonna change it up from here. Now you're welcome to stick with that similar pattern here. Instead of going to that stagger stance, now we're gonna go either to a regular good morning, or if you'd like to join me with some deadlifts, meaning picking a weight up off the ground. So I'm gonna utilize this dumbbell here. I'm gonna walk my feet about hip width apart, pull the belly button in with a soft bend in the knees. I'm gonna show you from the side. I'm gonna send my hips back, lowering that weight down right between my feet, squeeze the glutes and stand. We'll practice this for about 30 to 45 seconds. Long spine, hold that weight close to the body. So I don't wanna be reaching out and away. Push the knees out and squeeze the glutes and stand. Very nice. I'm gonna come a little bit closer, check you all out. You have about 10 to 15 seconds left. Nice. Very good. Yeah, great back angle, Laura. That's looking much better this week, Shirley. Yep, sending the hips back, long spine. Awesome. Let's go 1 more rep. Controlling down and straight up. Fantastic. Go ahead and set your weight down, and then we'll come back to our broomstick if you have it. This time for some shoulder openers, not the forward bow. All righty, so we're taking that wide grip, ribs down and in, and then we're just utilizing it to open the chest. So I have a nice wide grip, pulling it behind the head only as far as it feels comfortable, and then long arms, bringing it down in front. Nice straight arms, reaching it back, opening through the chest, down and in. Good. This time we're going to add a little gentle rotation. So as I pull it back, make sure my knees are bent, and then I'm going to just ever so slightly rotate to one side, back to center, and then I'll take it the other way. Keeping those eyes up. Good. One more time each side. Over. Back to neutral. Other way. Good. Back to neutral and give those shoulders a break. Down in front. Excellent. Go ahead and set that PVC down. And we're back to round 2 of squatting. This is 2 of 3. If you're more advanced with your squats, if you'd like to add a little bit of weight, you can hold some weight up underneath the chin. If you feel uncertain with your squatting, you can always squat to a chair as well. Practice sitting down and standing up. Either way, set those feet out hip width apart, and here we go. Send the hips back, knees push wide, stand smooth. Excellent depth, good job. Control down. If you are moving to a chair, you want to sit down like as softly as you can, like you're trying to really lower it down under control. Fantastic. About 20 seconds left. Eyes up, knees drive out. Push those feet, keep that chest tall. Awesome, good fight. Last one, back and down. Standing nice and tall, beautiful. All right, let's grab a drink. We're gonna take it through one more time, going back to those deadlifts or your good mornings. All right. I'm just laughing at the dog. Moose is like belly up, like he's surrendering to something, just sound asleep in the sun behind the camera. All right, friends, deadlifts again. Now, maybe you have two lighter weights. I'll go ahead and demo with that this time. If you have two lighter weights, you could hold one in either hand. And now instead of holding, you can either hold it both legs, arms between the legs, or you can hold them on the outside to the feet. Soft bend those knees, draw that belly in, and when you're ready, long spine, hips back, control down, and straight up. If you are going all the way to the floor, I recommend holding those dumbbells so that they're nice and vertical, or just take that weights to about the knee height, mid-shin, stand from there. Only as far down as you keep that long spine. Over and up, good. Engage that midline so you're nice and strong. Squeeze those glutes as you draw those shoulders back. Let's go, 2 more. Over and up. Fantastic. Keep that chest nice and tall. Chest tall, pull those shoulders back as you lower down. Last one. Good. You got it, Shirley. Straight over. That looks better. And stand all the way up. Beautiful. Go ahead and set it down. Going back to our broomstick for the final time. Slightly different variation this time as well. So I still like to keep my feet about hip width apart. I'm going to bring the PVC or broomstick up over my head. And this time, if you're comfortable to do so, you're going to lower it down behind the neck again, like we did earlier. This time, we're going to raise it up and lower it down. Control down, pull the elbows back, keep the chest broad, and then push straight up to overhead. Fantastic. Anywhere between 5 and 10 reps here. And just watch, there'll be that tendency to lose the head forward. So activate the front of the neck. Draw the chin in, and you want to feel like you're tracing the back of the head. So you maybe will just lightly touch the back of the head as you push that bar up. Elbows pull back and in. Good. Couple more. Straight up, straight down. Good. Keep the eyes up if you can. Shirley, looking straight ahead. There you go. Last one. Up, down. Better. And when you come back up this time, bring it down in front. Fantastic. All right, last round of our squats. So either to the chair or without the chair. I'm going to hold on to the chair once again and get down as deep as I can. So set those feet, just ever so slight toe out, help open up through the hips. And when you're ready, here we go. Reaching those arms out or hanging on, pushing those knees wide. Awesome. And you want to think about driving down through your feet. So think about pushing straight down, generating that force. That's going to help push you up. Good. Reach out, sink back. Drive down, chest tall. Beautiful. We want to move with control as we sink back and down, and then try to generate some power. Stand with power. Good. Let's go 1 or 2 more. Back and down. So my last one. Push those knees wide and power it up. Woo! Great work. All right, fantastic. Grab a drink. We're going to do a couple stretches, and we're going to take a seat. Give a little break to our legs before that last round. Not last round, last circuit. All right. As you come to seated, we're going to loosen up through our mid-back first. So we'll sit nice and tall, hand behind the head, our mid-back rotations. If you have your left hand behind the head, you're going to bring that left elbow to meet that right thigh. Sit tall. You can use your right hand gently on the inside of that right knee to push against and rotate. Turn your head as well. Breathe in, elbow to the knee, sit tall, and gently exhale. 3 more. See if you can breathe in through the nose as you close it down, and then as you rotate gently out through the mouth. Maybe 1 more. Very nice. In between sides, we're going to do our little cat-cow mobility from a seated position. So sitting tall, hands on the bottom of the thighs, just over the kneecaps. Similar to our first breathing exercise of the hour. We roll forward, shoulders forward, chin tucks down, and then lift as you inhale. Roll those shoulders back, lift your chest, lift your head to the ceiling or sky. Good. 3 to 4 more. Exhale, reach forward, slide those hands out on the thighs, and then draw the hands up the thighs as you draw the shoulders back. 3 more times. Good. Keeping that spine moving, keeping the shoulders moving. Fantastic. Last time. Exhale, roll forward, pull that chin into the chest. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. Excellent. All right, reposition yourself as needed. And now we're doing our mid-back rotations. This time you can take your right hand behind the head. And when you're ready, inhale, rotate over, right elbow towards your left thigh. And then as you exhale, you can gently push against that left knee with your left hand. Good. 5 times here. Nice and strong through the middle. Couple more. Good. Last one. And relax. Alrighty. Great job. Let's go ahead and make our way back up. This will be our last circuit. We're going to need the step stool if you have it. If you don't have anything to step up on, then you can do your giant step, stepping back, stepping forward. And I recommend some kind of an elevated surface, probably what you utilized. We haven't really utilized anything for that earlier. Whether it's a countertop, the seat of the chair, back of the couch, we're going to be doing elevated plank with the option to row the elbows up and in. That's going to be our second exercise. All right. Let me organize some of these weights that are just all over the ground here. Feel free if you want to get a drink. And then depending upon your confidence with stepping up on the stool, you may want to bring this to where you can stand behind near a wall or behind the couch. Maybe have something that you can steady yourself on. All right. We're going to be working for 1.5 minutes. So pace yourself through it. And if we, looks like time's going to allow, we're going to go a total of 3 rounds. If there's no step stool to use, you'll step back, step up and forward, alternating sides. If you want to add a little high knee, you can. We're not doing any kind of high knee stepping onto the stool. All right. Otherwise, when you're ready, 2, 1. If you can get your whole foot on your stool, you place your heel up, drive that foot, extend your hip all the way, standing tall, and then come down on the same side. Both feet come off, and then alternating legs. Opposite foot steps up, push down that surface. Similar to how we practice our squats early. Think about pushing down into the floor. Now you push down into the step. Good. And as we're working here, we want to practice good, strong movement patterns. So we want to keep our knees tracking. Sometimes those knees are going to tend to drop in. Both on the up and on the down, we can lose that knee in. So keep that big toe pushing down. It's going to help support the ankle and the knee all the way up. Good. The other thing that we're focused on is the hips to stay nice and level. So as you stand tall, we don't want to let those hips kick out to the side. Controlling back and down. Good. We're coming up on 1 minute. Another 30 seconds to work. Excellent. Breathing through it. And just keep imagining I'm pushing straight down into that stool. That's going to generate that power. 15 seconds left. Place the foot, push down, stand tall, and then stepping back. Good. Last one. And take a rest. Very nice. Our elevated plank row is next, or just holding that elevated row. If you want to use a light dumbbell with this, if your surface is secure, you can take a dumbbell and place it down so it's going to be right between the hands. There's my watch. Alrighty, from here we'll start in 10 seconds. Nice wide handprint. You're going to come down onto your surface, draw that belly in so that you're not arching the back or losing those hips forward. And then when you're ready, Either pulling the elbow straight up without a weight, or you can grab the weight and pull the elbow up there. Alternating arms here. Same thing other side. Good. Exhale as you draw that elbow up and in. Keep pulling the belly button in towards the spine as you work now. Good job. Maybe one more on each side. And rest when you're ready. Walk those feet in. Go ahead and come off the hands. Standing tall for a moment. And let's give a little bit of break to the wrists. So go ahead and circle those wrists around. And rotate them the other way. There you go. Excellent. And from here, a little side step arm swing. Rotate the palms forward as you step to the side. Long neck. Good. All right, from here, let's grab a drink, and then we're going to get ready to go back to those step ups. We'll start in about 15 seconds or so. All right. Having somewhere to steady yourself. Remember, we're going to be doing alternating legs. So step ups of round 2, here we go. Get as much as your foot on that step as you can. Up and open, back and down. Our second of 3 rounds here today. So this is our main section. Open through those hips. Use your midline quite a bit here to keep everything in alignment. Remember to see if you can focus on that big toe, pushing that big toe into your step. Help activate the arch of the foot. When that arch of the foot is working, it's going to help stabilize the ankle, which works its way up the chain. The ankle helps the knee helps the hip helps the spine. We are halfway through, everyone, so 45 seconds in. Keep alternating legs here, reaching it out, controlling it down, chest up as best you can. Awesome. There you go. Nice strong step, just under 30 seconds. See who I can see here. Great job. Looks good, Laura. Got it, Shirley. Stand tall, up. Nice. Great way to extend those hips. Go maybe one more on each side, and we're going to transition to our elevated row. Up. Good. Switching legs. Last one. 2, 1, and rest. Nice. Alrighty, making your way back to your station for that elevated row. Option to have that dumbbell in between your hands. All right, as you come into position on your hands, spread those fingers nice and wide. 2, 1, and begin. So either without the weight, pull that elbow up. Making sure the hips are level to the shoulders. Alternating arms. Think about training that shoulder to sit back on the rib cage. You're trying to pull that shoulder blade in towards your spine and drawing the shoulder down your rib cage so it's not up and in your ears. Good. Let's get about one more on each side. Draw it up nice and high. Elbow up, reaching down. 2, 1, and walk it in. All right. Stand up for a second. We're going to do a little bit different mobility piece next. If you were using a weight on your surface that you were supporting on, set it out of the way. And we're going to do our reach and rotate. So you're going to walk your feet outside the hips, soft bend the knees. Let's start with your left hand. You're going to place your left hand down on your surface, whether it's a table or the chair. You're going to take your right hand, reach it out to the side, reach for your left leg. And then from there with a long arm, you're going to reach out, rotate, and follow the hand with your eyes. About 5 times there, reaching across, left hand or right hand to the left leg, and slightly rotate. Good, reach over and stretch it out. Good, 2 more, and then we're going to switch sides. I just need to go take a bone away from the 2 dogs. Be right back. Hey, come here. All right, you need to All right, if you haven't switched hands, same thing on that opposite arm. Left hand to the right leg and reach it across. 3 to 5 times here. Breathe in as you reach. Exhale as you rotate. Over and out. Good. 1 or 2 more. And last one. Fantastic. Go ahead and come up out of that position. Let's give a little bit of relief for that low back. So bring your hands onto the low back, soft bend those knees, and just ever so gently squeeze the glutes, looking up. Kind of rock it forward and rock it back. If it's pinching your low back to do this, then don't do it. You want it to feel good. Doesn't have to be very far. Just squeeze the bum and open up the front of the body. Good, and rest there. And one more drink of water, and then we'll get into our third and final round, going back to those step ups. All right, friends. We're going to start in 10 seconds. If you've had enough for today, just hang out and join us on the last round. You can also do like some step ups from seated or just some marching from seated as well. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get that foot up on the stool. Open the hip and control back and down. Excellent. Alternating legs. You want to try to stand all the way up on one leg. So I try to extend the hip standing tall, and then the other leg comes to meet. Keeping your eye on your knee. Sometimes you'll be good on the up, it won't drop in, but then sometimes we take the attention off the knee as we lower down, and that can be when it really wants to drop in. So pay attention. We have 2 different types of arthritis. We have the rheumatoid arthritis, that's more of an inflammatory condition, oftentimes sparked by inflammatory foods, sometimes genetic factors. And then we have osteoarthritis, which is more of a mechanical or wear and tear on the joints from moving improperly many times over the years. So we want to try to train ourselves to move well. We are 1 minute in. It's also really common that, yes, as we age, if we take x-rays or scan our body, we'll have signs of arthritis. But if you start to move well, even though we can't always make the changes go away, they have found that the pain will get better and the pain will go away because the body will realign and start to function better. Last time, 2, 1, and rest. So I tell you that to encourage yourself that even if you know you already have done some damage to your joints, we can do our best. All right, elevated row. Last main exercise here. Wide hand print. 2, 1, and when you're ready, pull that elbow up and in. Option to have that light dumbbell in between the hands to add a little bit of weight to your row. Otherwise, we're just moving through that shoulder, raising that elbow high. Fantastic. Just watch those hips. Good, Laura, I can't quite touch. Just make sure you're not arching that back. And make sure those legs aren't locked out. So keeping that soft bend of the knees throughout. About 10 seconds left. Exhale as you pull that elbow up and in. Good, and last one. And rest, walk it in. Woo, stand it up. Give yourself a round of applause. Out for that main section. Awesome. All right, we're gonna give you that challenging stretch next. I know not everybody can do it, so if you can't do it, just do the best you can, but we're gonna stretch out the quads. So if you can, balance on one leg or support on one side. You're looking to lift that foot up, trying to grab that foot on that side and pulling the heel towards the glute. Good. Staying tall here. We're gonna hold this about 20 seconds. If you need to come out of it sooner, please do. Be kind to yourself if you can't quite grab that foot. It's my job to make this look easy. And 2, 1, and rest. Set that foot down. And we'll go same thing other side. You can do this one. This is one I recommend doing it every day. Keeping that ability to grab the foot. You can also practice it from lying down. You can lay down. You can use like a towel or a rope around the foot to grab it. And then pulling the heel towards the glute from like a side lying position. Very nice. Couple more seconds here. 2, 1, and rest there. Good job. And then let's open up our chest. We didn't do a lot. Well, we did quite a bit with the upper body. Make your way to the wall, the door. I'm going to utilize the tree here. It's a little bit closer. Alrighty, so use Mr. Tree here. Elbow up at shoulder height. Inside leg steps forward. I'm gonna lean forward so I open up through the chest. And now outstretched arm reaches out and away. Turn the head, looking over that shoulder. Just hold this position for a moment or so. And then if you'd like, you can do that outstretched arm. We're gonna make 3 circles going backwards, back and around. Good. And then when you're ready, 3 circles forward, up and forward, keeping that shoulder moving. That shoulder is that ball and socket joint. It needs to be able to glide and slide in that shoulder girdle. Good, and rest. In between sides, we're gonna do our overhead wall stretch. If you were here last Thursday, we did it together there. So you're gonna face the wall or your tree, soft bend the knees, pull the belly in. You're gonna place both hands against the wall, walk the feet back. With that bend in the knees, you're gonna lower your head between the arms. So lower the head between the arms, kind of bring your chest towards the floor. And now you're gonna try to expand the back of that rib cage. Try to breathe in, trying to send the air to the back of the rib cage. And then as you exhale, lower yourself to the floor just ever so slightly. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and out. Watch that you don't feel like you're overarching the low back, still pulling the belly in throughout. One more time. And come on up. Good job. Walk those feet in, and then same thing on the other side. So make your way to the other side of the body. Bring that elbow up. Anchor it against the wall of the tree, stepping forward. We tend to sway back here. So ribs down, lean into it, get a nice opening here, and then turn away, looking over that other shoulder. Holding here for a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, rotate the shoulder up and back 3 times backwards. Very good. And 3 times forward, up and forward. Nice. Spread that hand nice and wide, open through the palm. Last time. And come on off. Good job. Before we take a seat, let's circle through those hips once again, or figure 8s, however you choose. Very good. I'm gonna put my computer back to where it was and make my way to seated. So circle your hips, and then we'll make our way to seated. All right. We're gonna start with a glute stretch from seated. So make sure you're seated nice and tall, feet flat on the ground. So if you're shorter like me, you need to come to the edge of the chair. And then let's start with your left leg. You're gonna lift that left leg up, try to interlace the hands in front of the knee, grabbing onto the shin. Draw those shoulders back as you hug that leg into the chest. And then we'll give a little bit more attention to that ankle, rolling it around. Watch that your shoulders aren't up and in. So this works that upper body as well, drawing those shoulders back, using the weight of the legs. Good. Switch directions on that ankle. Very good. And then from here, see if you can get that leg to hook it over and across that other knee. Yep. And then adjust the hands a bit, sitting tall again, hug that leg in. So now I'm thinking about pulling this would be your left knee. I'm thinking about pulling it to the opposite shoulder, so towards your right shoulder. And we're looking to just try to isolate a little bit of the glute area, hip area. Every time to close those eyes, let's breathe a couple of nice deep breaths. And relax there. Good job. Set that foot down. We're going to repeat our seated cat-cows in between legs that we did earlier in the hour. Hands on the bottom of the thighs. Exhale, roll the shoulders forward, bow the chin down. Inhale, roll everything back and in, lifting up. Good, 5 total. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. We tend to get really rigid through our mid-back, so we try to keep that mobility going. The more fluid we can have some good movement through the rib cage and that mid-back area, the better our neck will feel, the better our low back will feel. Because when that mid-back gets stiff, we tend to compensate and have more movement than we desire in the neck and the low back. Good, last time. Awesome. When you're ready, now we're going to go to your right leg, sitting tall, starting with the ankle rolls. Interlace the hands, pull the shoulders back, draw that knee into the chest, and 5 circles or so each way. Good, long neck here, shoulders back and down. Good, switch directions if you have it. Nice. Good, as you finish those ankle circles, try to get that foot up and across to the other leg. Sitting tall again, switch the hands a bit, and now pulling your right knee across the body like you're trying to pull it towards the left shoulder. Looking to get a little bit of a stretch here in the outer hip. This is another one that you can do on your back, like in the bed, like when you wake up in the morning, you can stretch your hips a bit, pulling the knee to the chest, pulling it across the body, and release there. Fantastic. Set both feet on the ground. We're going to do like a modified toe touch here from seated. So hands on the legs, draw that belly in, and now we're going to slide the hands down the shins, still drawing the belly in, draw the chest in, reaching down towards your feet. And typically you're going to feel this more in the low back. So let's spend about 3 cycles of breathing here. If you start to feel lightheaded or anything, come up early. And when you're ready, making your way back up to seated. Fantastic. All right, nice work, everybody. We'll just finish with the head and neck, chin to the chest, looking down, looking up. Twice more there. Sitting tall, chin in, just looking down. If you want to give a little bit of overpressure on top of the head. Then as you go to look up, cross the hands over the chest, just below your collarbones. Draw the skin down a little bit and then look up from there. One more time each way. Continue to sit tall all the way up out of your sit bones as you look down. Option of the overpressure. And looking up. Option to cross the hands over the chest. Very good. And then next circles, chin to the chest, circulate it around, just nice and gentle, 2 to 3 times each direction. Good. Reverse directions when you're ready. Just keeping that gentle range of motion through the neck, circling it back and down, all around. Good. Just trying to kind of calm your body. Exercise is an intentional stress. So then after we exercise, we want to intentionally calm the body, kind of switch gears so you're not just living in that stress state the whole time. And breathing is a great way to kind of help calm the system down. So let's end together with 3 nice deep breaths here, looking to loosen up the shoulders as well. So on the inhale, you're going to raise those shoulders up, elevate them up towards the ears. And now on the exhale, breathe out, draw those shoulders down. You can kind of reach the arms out to the side. Good. Twice more. Breathe in. Raise up and exhale. Reach out. Good. Last time. And release. Fantastic. Anytime you find yourself holding extra stress, you could do that breathing. Even like a little bit more calmer breathing would be like hand on the belly, hand on the chest, closing the eyes and just kind of connecting into your breath here. Try to just calm your body down. Keep perspective. Enjoy the simple things in life. Look at the flowers, listen for the birds, all the things that they don't remind us of on our local news channels. So have a great day. Thanks for being here today, and we hope to see you next time. Stay hydrated and enjoy some yummy vegetables.